Good evening, brothers and sisters. We are so grateful that God has given us another opportunity to be alive at this time. Today, I'm in Wednesday devotions. My topic is faith testing off. Let me briefly explain this faith testing off. Faith testing off means through which, the genuineness of our faith is proved and the Christian character is developed. God tests our faith and see whether our faith is genuine. During that time, also, a Christian character is developed during those testing times. But when God is testing our faith, God is promised that He will help us during those times of testing. God allows faith to be tested. Sometimes it's difficult to be tested. Even in this world that you are living in, if you are being tested, you are nervous, anxiety. But in this instance, God is saying that during those testing times, He is with us. Testing also proves the genuineness of our faith. God tests us and see whether our faith is genuine or our faith is not genuine. But as I said, testing is difficult in any kind. But to support that with the scripture, 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 6 and 7, it says, "In this you are greatly rejoiced, through now for a little while you may have to suffer a grief in all kinds of trials." This verse said, during the trials, during the grief, but Peter said we must rejoice. But I know, brothers and sisters, that if somebody is suffering, is in kinds of difficulties, grief, tribulations, you cannot rejoice. You always mourn and complain. But here, Peter said, we must rejoice while we have to suffer in this type of trials. Verse 7 says, "This has come so that our faith is greater." These trials comes so that it can prove that our faith is greater worth than gold, perishes even through refined by fire, may be proved genuine. The gold, as we all know, to be purified, the gold goes through the fire. so that it can prove that the gold is genuine. So even us, we go through trials and tribulations so that God can really see that our faith is genuine. Our trials are not meaningless or fruitless or are not known to God. God knows that. In fact, the words, if necessary, reveals our trials. God has planned them and allow them for a good reason. I mean, the reasons may not be known whilst we are in this world, but the scripture said that. Trials do two things. They test our genuineness of our faith, so that our faith may be proved to be true or fictitious. Fictitious, I mean, this word is something that is not genuine, something that is friction. But we as children of God, we are tested so that it can prove that our faith is genuine. And also, they make our faith valuable and honorable in the sight of God. But in closing, I mean, these devotions, I don't know, what are you suffering from? What trials, tribulations are you in? But let me assure you that maybe God is testing your faith. In this grief or in this suffering, some people, they forsake God and said, where is God whilst I'm suffering like this? But here, if you're going through all these trials, but believe that God promises that He will be with us during those testing times. We must believe that God has never forsaken us. He has promised that He will help us during those testing times. So, I don't know what are you going through, but the only assurance that I give with you, that God is there for us. Has He promised that He will never leave us nor forsake us. Thank you for listening, and good night, and God bless you. Thank you.